What's going on, box fans? This is Kenneth. Let's be a boxing from request. Subscribe. Let's speak boxing. Great weekend worth of fights. I wasn't at George the Boxing Genius' house, but we called the fights. You got myself, George the Boxing Genius, Clyde, the Godfather, Angel Chino Sanchez, Waki, you know say, Joseph Suave T. It's a big family-owned boxing channel. All we do is discuss boxing. But I want to cover different videos, different topics, different fights. It was just a great card of fights, great night of fights this past weekend, or back-to-back nights of fights this past weekend. You know, you got a lot of great news, a lot to talk about. Crawford stops Diaz. I'll create a video on that. You got the whole controversy with Andre Dirrell and his uncle, which, you know, at the end of the day, you can tell, as discussed, who's seen the fight and who didn't see the fight. A lot of people were on the bandwagon just basically saying that Dirrell, you know, it was a cheap shot after the bell. I watched the fight, you know, it was in transition, you know, it's not as bad as people making it seem. You know, Dirrell was hurt, his back was on the ropes, or actually on the corner, in transition in a combo. He did get hurt, you know, it's not like Dirrell heard the bell and put his guard down. No, he got rocked, you know, and as soon as the bell went off, actually I thought it was Doran, he got hurt, hit the canvas. I thought it was pretty funny that the fucking ref was just like, yo, get up. Like, dude, you just got knocked. What the fuck's wrong with you? But, you know, I'll go ahead and, it's not as bad as what everybody makes it out to be, but honestly, I'll create a video on that. All right, so what I want to talk about the Walsh and Davis fight, Tank Davis fight. Damn, that shit was a hype job. But obviously, when Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s TMT, his name on it, Mayweather Promotions, they're going to hype it up bigger than what it was, you know. In the UK, Davis was Voss, and it was as predicted, you know what I'm saying? You know, I didn't see too much in that fight, you know, in the first round. You know, obviously those 3 rounds that Walsh was able to put in fight, it didn't give Davis any work. You know, Davis was able to do what the fuck, Tank was able to do what the hell he wanted to do. You know, in the first round, he was popping jab, downstairs, upstairs, straight left was working deadly. You know, Walsh was just respecting him, keeping his distance, keeping his proportion. Matter of fact, he wasn't even throwing any fucking punches, not that I remember. You know, not throwing any punches. Even coming in the second round, I didn't even see him throwing any punches whatsoever. You know, Tank was actually controlling the whole entire fight, punching and landing whenever he wanted. You know, in third round, it's just, there was no commitment from Walsh's side, you know. Even Tank was just chilling, defensive, and it was just completely paused. He was looking to counter the whole entire time, but there was no commitment. You know, Gervonta Davis stopped him, man. He stopped him in those 3 rounds. You know, it was a complete stoppage. Was it a legit stoppage? Absolutely. Maybe it was a little premature, but at the end of the day, he wasn't doing anything whatsoever, and it was only a matter of time that you go ahead and stop the fight before Walsh gets hurt. You know, but I'm glad throughout the interview, you know, post-fight wise, it's good that Floyd was able to hype it up. You know, he needs to, you know, a lot of people think that Floyd, obviously, makes business sense. You know, that's why he's involved in this. Young boys in Baltimore. It's good that he put him underneath his wing, and just, you know, why work harder? You know, if you can get the reputation, get the build up from someone that's pretty much the best boxer in this era of boxing, if you can get there easier and get the fan base and stuff like that, by all means, go ahead and do what you got to do. So go ahead and sell the fight. Go ahead, you know. So I don't understand why people get upset with Davis. For not speaking much. I think Floyd, as a promoter, he does need to fall back a little bit, take more of the De La Hoya approach, and just let Tank speak for himself. But when Tank speaks, he's a humble dude, but he's not selling the fight. You know, so Floyd, from a business standpoint, go ahead and do what you gotta do, man. Sell the fight. But I do appreciate at the very end, he did give credit to his team. You know, he basically said, look, you know, because the announcer, you know, they were basically making it seem like, you know, since Floyd's part of the team and stuff, like making it seem like the success is there. You know, no, he gave, you know, the team was with him since he was 7, 8 years old and stuff like that. So Floyd did definitely give him credit. But it was a 3-round fight. You know, I can't really say too much about Davis. He's 22 years old. I believe he's like the youngest champ. But he still have a lot of growth and development to do. You know, a lot of people are already speaking about him fighting Lomachenko. That's just too much, you know. Even Salido is a little bit too much. You know, there's a lot of fights. You know, you got Nicholas Walters. You even got Francisco Vargas, the Mexican Arturo Gatti. That'll be a good fight, which lost the WBC to Miguel on the standing stoppage. You also got Ramon Rocky Martinez. That'll be definitely a good fight. That held the strap twice, you know, and beat Salido. So there's a lot of good fights. But as far as Lomachenko it's too early for Lomachenko to step into the ring. Even, you know, Mikey Garcia Burns, I think Mikey Garcia is already a little too heavy going up in weight. But at the end of the day, it's not like these guys can't carry the weight. You know, Davis had some issues with weight, but he can make easy. He's going to go up in weight for sure. That's why Mayweather's definitely involved in that. But like I said, you know, it's way too early for Tank. The skills and abilities is definitely there. He looked calm, cool, collective, carries the weight well as far as in the ring. Doesn't look slow, sloppy. I know a lot of people question as far as weight. Him having to drain himself. Obviously, he's young enough to go ahead and do that at 22. But as he gets older and stuff like that, you know, his body's going to wear down. And if his diet if his diet's not right, and if his fight preparation is not there, his youth, it's going to be at a disadvantage for him. So, but if he is putting in the preparation, he is dieting and stuff like that, he's going to have to go in weight. But I think that's the case. He's definitely going to have to go up in weight eventually. But in the meantime, you know, the build-up is necessary. But the skills are there. There's nothing to say about Davis. He has power, he has pop, he has defense, he has the speed, he has the agility. He knows how to carry himself. So I'm definitely interested in seeing what's next. Like I said, I would definitely want to see him against, you know, someone like Ramon Martinez, not Salido whatsoever, Nicholas Walter or something like that. But anyways, guys, it's Kenneth. That's me in Boxing From. Of course, subscribe. Have a good one.